And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of the Armenian Council for Truth in Journalism. Don't forget to share, like, share, subscribe. We're back up on YouTube. Well, thanks to those rad bastards. Facebook, Twitter, at TheACTJ. I'm your host, Nick Way, a.k.a. Daddy is Preston. And welcome back again. I am partaking in alcoholic beverages from our man, Dan, the manager. How we doing this evening, man?
Doing fine, buddy. How you doing?
Dude, I'm definitely enjoying this Oktoberfest. I know we're a couple months late, but man, it was. I appreciate this. Dan was very, I guess, nice to send me and Fury, but then I think even Lou 2 bottles of his award-winning Oktoberfest out of. Name your brewery again, because I need to know the name so when I go up there, I know where to go.
It's Knickerbocker Knob Brewery in San Juan County.
San Juan County, baby. Because in New Mexico, we brew beer as well as make meth. So, how have things been going in that part of the land of entrapment?
Things are quiet here.
Unusually quiet? Well, very cold. I guess. Are you guys going to get any snow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any snow in the forecast. We already had some snow. It's still sticking around.
Yeah, I heard you guys.
But I don't know that there's anything. I don't have Christmas snow, so.
That'd be kind
we will have snow on the ground for Christmas. It's just not going to be fresh Christmas snow.
No fresh Christmas snow. Yeah, it's apparently for the first day of winter. It's going to be balls ass cold, and hey. Speaking of balls ass cold,
the fuck are you guys talking about?
Beer, weather, things that are non-consequential.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, no, I mean, now that you're here, now we can actually talk about the serious shit.
Oh no! Don't put that on me.
The crackling, and then of course we have the voice from the sky.
It's crackling. Oh, I just lost
Jay, producer Jay. How are you, my friend?
Got to prove professionalism and drink beer and smoke cigarettes. And Jay doesn't have his mic on, so
we got Stu Peters watching. We got to be relatively professional right now.
Right.
So, big word up to Stu.
Yeah, big shout. He's having some great guests on this week. I saw. Let's go ahead and throw that out for him. Yeah. I don't remember any of them.
Neither do I. I mean, well, we throw it out for what?
John Voight was one of them. John.
Okay. See, important voice. Particularly quiet voice,
dude. I bet I
in California conservatism.
I bet I could get John Voight's email, and we could probably get stood up by him. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be amazing to totally pump that.
Just pump the hell out of it and say, "Hey, yo, we've got John
get Fury
Voight
to sing." On. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's how we
weird shit.
That's how we should title every show going forward in season 2. We're just gonna pick somebody out and say they're gonna be on the show,
and then psych.
I still can't hear.
Eventually, somebody will sue us.
Is he talking on the phone or something? Is he speaking with one of his many lovers?
What if we showed the responded email from every rejected guest?
Every rejected guest? Yes.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
I think that would be amazing. I think that would also be great for
numbers. I wonder if Jo Jorgensen will come on here now that she's a total loser.
Leave JoJo alone.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I should reach out to Spike again, and since he's not,
Spike is a cool cat. I would prefer.
I reach out to Spike than to reach out to him. He wears the boot on his head naked this time.
Yeah, he can't have a shirt on for sure.
No, he cannot have a shirt. We've already proven that he does shows without a shirt on. He's kind of like Lou.
Cassandra Fairbanks and Joe Arpaio.
I was going to have Sheriff Joe on. Yeah, Sheriff Joe.
Yeah, got to give him the shout out.
No doubt.
He's moving up in the world. I think it's because he looks so nasty when he's on his show. He's just a very angry guy in general.
Well, how come your show doesn't do better?
Because I suck.
But you look nasty and angry.
But I swear
I kill the mood with my rationality and calm head.
My hiney parts have been plastered all over the internet too many times. There's no way up on this ladder for me. I've reached the fire.
We just get banned too much.
There's that too.
If we could have a long stretch of not getting banned from any particular platform for, I don't know, maybe a week. Might be able to both.
Yeah, our numbers would go back up. Let's try and do a show every day until Christmas Eve. How's that sound?
Every day until Christmas Eve. We could probably.
Oh, I mean that makes sense because that's only what 2 days.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
We got to
kind of like the old schedule. But we don't want to do Fridays, do we? Unless we're really drunk.
Yep.
We usually get banned on Fridays or Saturdays.
Yeah.
And Fridays, and Friday was just kind of an anomaly because we thought we had a very special guest who was coming on.
It's true. And then we got stood up, and I'm pretty heartbroken now.
Stu doesn't understand. We get pulled from air. We get pulled from the air.
No, Stu's been there as well. Stu has been there as well. Actually.
He's trying to get us pulled right now.
He's throwing it all out now. He's not. He's going to get a comment banned here real quick. He's bullying us. It's harassment.
Maybe if we played a victim, particularly, I might play the race card. That might get us some
maybe. No, that reminds me because I did see that on YouTube that they were going to start only pushing black content. So
really?
We need to.
So I'm going to need to be your.
Yeah, you're going to need to be. We got to make sure you're the owner of the page and all that.
That might work. That could work. Well, you see all the new terms of service for Instagram. All these girls are freaking out because they can't post like partial nudes or nudes covering their parts with their hands and feet. They can't have OnlyFans links and stuff like that.
The only reason I was even thinking in the new year,
of course,
they own it. The only reason I was thinking about even going on Instagram in the new year was because I got to see half naked bitches. I mean, so that's not going to be there if I'm just going to watch like influencers and Instagrammers like flaunt their wealth and stupidity, or take their artistic pictures. I could give a shit about that.
Well, there's always TikTok. Speaking of,
I got on TikTok today. I felt it was time. I got to get to 1,000 subscribers. I got to get to 1,000 subscribers. I need another alternative.
What's your TikTok name?
It's at Krampus Snatch.
Nice.
That
is there 2 S's in that?
No, just one.
Is there a T in Snatch?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Okay, like that.
Yes, just like that.
Okay,
appreciate that, Jay. No, if everybody could go over there and follow me, I got to start doing other things. Facebook hates my guts. It's kind of funny. It's funny where I've already gotten better traction with old friends on there than I have on Facebook in a long time. So
what about Rumble?
God bless.
I thought we were looking into Rumble. I know we were looking into.
We talk about looking into Rumble. That's basically what this show has become: is us sitting there and talking about getting onto Rumble.
Also, I think we tried BitChute, but Parler, but I think they want like social security numbers, blood.
Parler will let us stream for a social security number and some blood.
I don't know.
If a Mexican working illegally can get a social security number, we can do it too.
That's true. We don't necessarily need a real social security number.
No.
So Rumble will soon. I know BitChute has been saying for the last 6 months that they will allow streaming at some point. I mean, because we want as wide a distribution as possible. If we can get the ACTJ Twitter page up, we have a broadcast capability that not only from the ACTJ Twitter page, but also my Twitter page, which we actually are streaming from our Twitter page, right? My Twitter page right now.
Yeah. So we can get Twitter. Twitter is hooked up with Periscope, right?
No, they're going to kill Periscope. Is dead as of the first of the year. Oh. They basically created their own Periscope.
Oh, no way.
So basically, it consumed a lot of those technologies, and now it is in basically their live streaming service. That is Twitter. Producer is what they call it.
That actually makes more sense.
And all that, Thad. What's the latest update? You got anything for us on this hack?
One, I'm absolutely positively convinced that it is not the fucking Russians.
Yeah.
Because everyone says it's the Russians, right? And I don't trust that. That doesn't make any sense. This is a backdoor that not only possibly affects the Orion software that is on IT infrastructure, but it may actually be other shit. Also, binaries were found on the Azure stack, which basically means as a vector of attack for command and control of the malware, they were using cloud services.
And which way did they come in again?
The back door, my friend.
Oh, okay.
The back door.
It's always the back door. We haven't learned to close back doors.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe there needs
the hackers are all about the butt stuff, man. And
Jay, we're gonna need you to start drawing butts. You got to draw.
The kid in War Games used the back door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, yeah. Definitely.
We've known about this since 1985.
Can we play a game? And so now it's this. The big story right now is like, you know, everyone's convinced that it's.
Oops.
Is that an apple bottom buoy? What is that?
Yeah.
Or is that balls?
We got some wind coming out of it.
What's going in there? Jay's
been
a little bit of gas there.
Booty cheeks, and now there's a little bit of gas. What are you gonna do? It's like second harvest.
Will they get me banned?
Probably. I mean, really.
I mean, anything gets you banned today, right?
Right. It's basically when a Facebook administrator looks at you and says, "I don't like you."
It's just like, hey, so I'm talking to some of my brothers back home, and obviously, it's funny. I had a conversation yesterday with my aunt, who is a retired RN, and the strangest when I told her about my COVID thing or whatever, the strangest question, she asked me the strangest question. That's just like, well, are you going to take the vaccine? Should I take the vaccine? What is up with this vaccine? It's just like, Auntie, you're a nurse. I should be asking you that question.
Wow.
There's a lot of skepticism out there. And it's like, and not me, I'm not against taking it. I'm just, I'm on the dead last end of the list.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I don't go with 2.0. I don't go with 1.0. I go with 2.0.
Just don't take the vaccine.
I'm going to take it. I told you from day one I'm going to take it. I'm going to be the guinea pig.
God.
Well, we do need.
Well, I do want
Asian
to say
test
that there can't be any correlation. I know I made a little TikTok video about it, but come on, it is funny that they're talking about this new, more virulent strain in England, and they just started doing the vaccine a week ago, and then you got the Pfizer guy, the chairman, coming out, and he says, he's not sure if you can still spread the virus after you've had the vaccine. Come on, man.
We got the Moderna. So we got 2 that'll be available this year. We got probably 3 or 4 more. I just need some therapeutics, guys. I don't really want a vaccine at this point because I'm a COVID survivor. So I don't really need it for a while. I don't need it for a while.
No, you've been pretty good. Are you feeling good, or has it run you down?
No, I feel great. No, I feel
no issues at all. You don't feel like nothing.
I mean, everybody's been freaking me out about, oh my God, are you okay? There's the what is it? The knock-on effects, the follow. What are they? The residual effects of the. But it's like, I mean, other than the fact that I'm sick of motherfuckers.
Yeah, but you
around
take good
me.
Care of yourself. You take good care of yourself too. I mean, you work out like every day, right?
Yeah, every other day. I mean, I'm smashing vitamins. I'm smashing vitamin C. I'm giving the vitamin D and taking the vitamin D. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm doing all right. Drinking.
Stu's gonna give you his vaccine.
That's okay. Every brother I've talked to is just like, I ain't fucking with that. Yeah, that's cool. That's
I would hope. Yeah, exactly. Y'all been down that road before.
Yeah. We got some descendants in Tuskegee that might beg to differ about being given a drug that the government rushed through. Look, I don't really. It's like I'm of 2 minds of this. Okay, one, that. Y'all did rush that vaccine out kind of quick, number 1. But number 2, you motherfuckers are quite capable of rushing out drugs and therapeutics and vaccines when you want to. I mean, the point is, government is either in the way or government can get out of the way and force something through that might not have the efficacy we think it is, but like at least they can do it. So that tells me, and putting on my libertarian hat, get the fucking government out of the way. And we'll just deal with the liability as it see fit.
Wait. Liability? Wait, did you just say liability in regards to vaccines? Fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, no, we don't do that. They're indemnified up to the.
Yeah, I mean,
here's the deal. They still get indemnified. They still get indemnified even when they go through the 15-year process.
Here's the reality of the pharmaceutical industry. Let me just explain it to you. So if we'll put it in the realm of like a vehicle, okay? So if Ford was told that they were only liable for cars that they made, but not trucks, which do you think they would spend more time working on?
Trucks.
So, in regards to the vaccines, they've been told that they have no responsibility, no liability. They can kill whoever they want. They can maim whoever they want. They can hurt whoever they want with side effects with vaccines, but not with pharmaceuticals, right? Not with drugs and therapeutics, like you say. So they don't have any liability for the vaccines. So what do you think they're going to push?
They're going to push the vaccine. I mean, it's economics 101. It's the perverse incentives that the government has done for a century, right? Even like when you think of the red book that the Medicaid, Medicare, CMS uses and draws from, it is the treatments that they are willing to pay for and reimburse for that have been looked at and studied to have the least efficacy. So we're sitting here for the longest time pushing SSRIs and other sort of antidepressants when all you needed to do was just puff a L, eat a cookie with some THC in it, maybe pop a mushroom or two. You know, these things have existed, and just chill. These things have existed that we have not studied, and you know, maybe because the pharmaceutical companies, as you said, are waiting for indemnification for coming up with weed stuff. Sure. And if they're not going to, if there's no threat of the DEA kicking in their door, and there's no threat of being sued to death if they fuck up, and the government says, okay, you are now blessed to do this, then maybe we would have all the THC, CBD, CBA products that we could possibly imagine.
And if you use them, please use a Flickwick.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, yeah, definitely. Shop.flickwick.com for 20% off. Promo code ACTJ.
Yeah. I mean, when you talk about putting on your libertarian hat, I've got a good friend. He's come on here, friend of the show, Alan Elmore. And he always said that the whole reason why vaccines, he didn't buy into all the hype that was anti-vaccination was because why would they want to hurt their customers?
Because here's the deal. That's true if there was no big overarching state playing helicopter parent and referee. Yeah. If there
or if the vaccine actually works.
Right. But because they can with some reckless abandon push this. See, I'm more amazed at the fact that like the shortest time it's ever taken to get a virus to market is 4 years. And so I don't understand how when we can get something to market in less than 6 months, but we can't get like
Cheeto dust.
How long? Yeah, how long?
Cheeto dust. It's because of Cheeto dust.
Yeah, I guess Jesus Cheeto
dust.
Well,
no, it's because they were working on it for the last 10 years.
Well,
probably about as long.
They were already working on it.
Well, Moderna. I know Moderna for a fact was working on a SARS MERS vaccine back when SARS and MERS were a thing. If you understand how they study it and stuff, they've always known that in these SARS and MERS viruses or pathogens that they need to go after the spike protein.
It's almost like when you look at the way the money's moved around and everything they've done, it's almost like what they did was they have been creating different viruses for years and testing them on us for years and coming up with the cures for years. It's amazing.
I don't like to go down those paths, but it's kind of hard to argue with. This is slightly suspicious.
Well, I'm gonna get a vaccine, and if my face starts doing this every day, could you let me know?
Hey, but Jay, and another friend of the show, we remember Agent Orange or whatever. You do have life insurance and everything set up for the nephew and all that, right?
Yes, of course. Where'd it go?
By all means, go get the vaccine. I guess I can't.
Life is suffering. The great Buddha says.
Then why? So you're literally just getting the vaccine just to be a guinea pig.
Why not?
Someone's got to do it.
All right. Well,
better Jay than me. But here's the deal. I mean, you're lucky if you came out of the other end of having this, be it a severe case, light case, in my opinion, in my case, because that moves you further down the list. Because if they're responsible about how they deploy this, they would do antibody testing to verify, or at least ask the question where you could, lie or tell the truth, but at least do antibody testing so we can kind of get a better sense of, what's happening, right? But here's the deal. If it's mutating already, which the flu does every year, the common cold does every year, then what's the point of rushing out this vaccine? Why won't we
still
just
probably
wait?
going to have the same spike protein.
Yeah,
most likely.
The efficacy is for this year's vaccine for flu was like 40%. That was a high end, and so that's generally what we're going to get. Most of the population will either get it. Jay will take the vaccine. One of the two that we're getting. We'll get more next year.
I prefer the Moderna.
Yeah,
it goes straight for the Bill Gates.
Actually, the Moderna is better because it doesn't have to be kept in like cryogenic temperature.
Well, yeah, and that one was literally, developed by the same people that developed COVID-19, so it's got to work.
And I don't even trust restaurants to keep my food warm. I'm not going to trust Pfizer to keep my vaccine cold.
That negative, what is it? -75.
Negative 70.
Yeah.
Dude.
How is that possible?
It is very possible to do.
By burning
cryogenics is very advanced.
Delivered by United and UPS and FedEx, and how my packages look like shit when I get them.
Yeah, no, cryogenics
is just above the temperature that dry ice can.
Dry ice is
Dry ice can get on the -78, and this stuff's like -75 or something. Yeah.
And then you could do. There's cryogenics out there now where liquid helium and stuff like that, which is very expensive. But you can do liquid helium with dry ice, and you can keep it pretty fucking cold. There are actually portable units. I work with these units. We do cryogenic stuff a lot. Get some liquid helium, dry ice, a vacuum chamber if necessary to truly drop the temperature. You can do it.
What if let's steal some? What if you hijacked a United plane with a plane full of Pfizer or Moderna would probably be a better idea. Yeah,
I saw that movie. It was called Cliffhanger.
Your Korean is showing.
Oh God! What if we stole it? What if we stole it and sold it to North Korea?
I saw that movie. It was called Cliffhanger.
Was it Cliffhanger, or was it like Snakes on a Plane, or Passenger 57, or name all the terrorist takeover airplane movies?
Man, my favorite was Air Force One.
Air Force One was definitely but I was more of a Passenger 57 guy.
I will be happy when the captain.
Hey, we're talking movies. We're talking movies. We're talking movies.
Sorry, my bad.
We're talking movies.
I'm sorry
that we haven't streamed.
Oh no!
I didn't do it.
You guys haven't streamed?
We streaming a movie tonight, or what are we doing?
I'm thinking if we stream a movie, it should be about this.
Look at vagina.
I don't know if we can stream that on Twitch.
Several
is preferable.
Yeah, because variety is the soul.
Variety is the spice of life.
Spice of life. There.
How's the beer?
I'm enjoying this, man. It's funny. I drank one the other night, and now I'm all mad because this is it. So Dan, you did a hell of a job.
Dan, that's it.
And despite my despite the fact that I'm recovering from the COVID, I can still taste the maltiness, and so it's
nice.
It's good times. Good times. I need to return the favor at some point, but I need to hijack a cryogenic chamber to properly store my beer so I can drive it up to Aztec.
I want to remind everybody I have been talking to our friends over at Armenia Strong 2020. And so hopefully we're going to get a representative from them on here next week to talk about that whole situation. So that would be
what is that situation? What is that situation? Just to give us a brief. What's happening?
Honestly, I haven't even been able to keep up with a lot of it. I know what I get from them, which is there's a lot of compilation right now going on of different war crimes. I thought it was sad that, in Los Angeles where the protest is going on, that there was a sign and it was like, Azerbaijan is torturing puppies, and that's how you try to push it to people in Los Angeles when there's really just absolutely atrocious things going on outside of that. But yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah, these are the people that got mad that Michael Vick was had a dogfighting ring than the abject murder that they commit. And
I'm still mad about that.
You would be. I thought you people eat them.
We used to. Actually, we do. Still.
No, okay.
But they're not. They're like a.
I mean, legit. Let's be honest.
No, there is one breed of dog. Like it's not like a house dog, or it's like a breed of dog that they have these big farms with.
Now,
but
you'll
it's
eat
not
most
very popular.
anything as long as it's still wriggling in your mouth, right?
If you guys travel, you have no option. You have no option to be a vegan. You have no You have to indulge in people's cultures. That's how it works.
That's the idea, isn't it?
If I was in Wuhan and everyone's eating a bat, I'm gonna fucking taste some bat, you know?
I mean, there's a reason why when I went to Armenia, even though it looked like everybody in the city went to the KFC there, I didn't.
Oh god!
Now, if I go back, I will go to
because
KFCs
outside the continental United States are amazing.
Yeah, it's got to
be because they're real chicken.
They went and got the chickens from just down the road that morning, just like everything else in those restaurants. There was amazing. I mean, that's
you take a bite of the chicken.
Yeah,
and the skin doesn't slide off.
It's amazing.
Yeah, no, every time I go to Nigeria, like I may get sick, but I don't get sick eating not Popeyes, but like KFC. I mean, the KFC is almost like Popeyes. It's so damn good.
Yeah, even produce. Like you go to like Italy and eat a tomato, and you're like, holy fuck, I haven't tasted a tomato like this since I was a kid.
Well, and that was the interesting thing. Even like when I was in Ireland, and Simon, our old friend, he would talk about how he couldn't make a good brisket because the cows aren't the same, and yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality was that most of the places you went to, the food was prepared from whatever's right there available. And so even though I would say, like, according to my Southwestern standards, it was bland, it was still amazing just because it was so good. So that
because it was real.
Well, yeah, and there's places around here, obviously, where you can get really good beef, and different things, and that's really what it's about. That's where Americans have really gone wrong. All this industrialization of agriculture and ranching.
It had to happen because in the 80s people were starving and they had all these contests for farmers
maybe that's what's cool is we're getting back to that though, Jay. We're getting back to that because as the COVID lockdowns have really affected the supply chain, you have millions and millions and millions of people in the third world starving to death while we cry about a cold.
Yeah.
Has it affected the supply chain for you guys? You guys see?
It depends on where you live. I know when there was a pork shortage in late spring here in our region. Yes.
Well, that's because China was buying everything.
Okay. Well, no. Our pork actually comes. Well, it might come from China to go to Colorado.
No. It comes from here, but China had bought a bunch of shit, and then remember Trump said that we're going to cut off everything to China. That was around April,
and that's when everybody was dumping all the milk.
Right.
You're right,
because it was in excess.
Because you couldn't because it's the way the supply chain is. Like a local farmer can't just sell to a local slaughterhouse, right? He has to sell to like a centralized point.
Well, there's contracts,
and there's contracts, and so there's no flexibility in the contracts. It's like, well, look, I have all this fucking milk, or I have all this fucking cheese, or I have all this fucking chickens, or I have all these eggs.
You know what we call flexibility in contracts. Flexibility in contracts is kind of like, how we're all born with a social security number and we're taught about the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, and we're told that we're U.S. citizens and we have this social contract. It's a contract. So when you fall outside of that contract, you're just breaking the law. Good night, everybody.